Oh, hi, Mina, or you are Trat your desk, and welcome back to Trat's Reviews. Today I am reviewing Kill la Kill. If you are averse to gigantic red text, glowing purple man nipples, explosions, characters who randomly change scale size, and or having fun, then this is not the anime for you. Alrighty then. So, Kill la Kill was made by Studio Trigger, and this is the first anime they've ever made, ish. The guys in Studio Trigger are the exact same folks who made Gurren Lagann, or Gurren Lagann, or however you want to pronounce it, and Panty, Stocking, and Garter Belt, which are both action-y with a little bit of comedy, more so on the comedy for Panty, Stocking, and Garter Belt. And they have a very distinct art style. So the long and short of it is that Matoi Ryuko, I can't pronounce it very well at all, so you'll have to give me a break. It's just really hard to do the RYU personally. Is a female who is trying to get revenge for the death of her father, and the only thing that she knows is that the killer used the other scissor blade companion to what she has. Kill la Kill is split up into about 3 arcs, give or take. The first arc is Ryuko fighting against the president of the school she's going to. The second arc is it's like a mini arc kind of. It's when Ryuko has to put Senketsu back together. And then the third arc is saving the Earth, kind of. Now, thankfully, they didn't go the route that Gurren Lagann went, Studio Trigger. In Gurren Lagann, the scale of the story in Gurren Lagann grows exponentially, especially at the end. And if you've seen the end of Gurren Lagann, you know precisely what I'm talking about. But in Kill la Kill, while it does grow in scale a little bit, it's at least not astronomically huge proportions. And I was kind of concerned about that at one point because of certain pieces of plot where I could just totally see them going, let's do things on a galactic scale again. And I was just like, please don't. And they didn't, so I was happy. Because Kill la Kill didn't need to go on a galactic scale, so it didn't go there. So, Kill la Kill is one of those shows that requires zero thinking. Some people like mindless fun, some people don't like mindless fun. And I can totally understand if you're not one of those people, but I think you're missing out. Because it's a very nice change of pace from time to time. And I think that's part of why it was so big this past anime season. Was because it was made by the same folks who did Gurren Lagann, and a whole bunch of people were looking for their Gurren Lagann fix again. And then it's got a relatively it has a relatively strong female protagonist who is not entirely used for fan service. Boobs and butt are there, but I personally don't feel like it's being entirely used for fan service. Okay, so for most anime, they'll have fan service, whether it be male or female fan service, and you can always, and there's always like a very distinct feeling behind it. But in Kill la Kill, technically there's fan service, but I didn't feel it. With one exception, and there's some Yuri involved, some incest Yuri, and I'm not entirely certain why it was there, but other than that, one scene, I really don't feel like the pseudo nudity involved in the series is used as fan service. That being said, there is definitely some female fan service in this series for once, and that's really interesting for me, is considering the fact that the main protagonist has a rather skimpy outfit, there is still female fan service. So for those of you ladies who are watching my review and decide to watch Kill la Kill, prepare to be entertained by glowing pink man nipples. I'm serious. It's a thing. I mean, shoot, when you have one of the main factions of a series called Nudist Beach, and it's run by men, there's going to be some female fan service for you right there. Which is actually one of the really interesting things, is that I feel like there's more female fan service in this series than male fan service in this series. As a guy watching this series, when I saw it, I only just laughed. It was just entertaining. Females, eat your heart out. There's stuff in there for you. Things I did like, though. So character development. Every single character ends the series different from how they started. There is definitely, like, it's not really a journey because of the fact that the setting is relatively the same, but Ryuko does undergo a transformation in the series, and I am super happy that it happened. And if you compare her starting point from her ending point, she's a very different character. Well, I shouldn't say she's a very different character, but she's much more mature, and not in the sense of the bust and whatnot. I'm saying personal-wise. She is a more mature character by the end of the series than when she started. And I really liked that. I really liked that. I mean, considering the fact that it's supposed to be mindless fun, the fact that you do have character development and a satisfactory ending made me super happy. The ending, yeah, all I'm gonna say is that the ending was satisfactory. It wasn't terrible, but there was one thing I would have liked different with it. And for me, it's just a personal issue. It's not an issue with the series itself. It's just that personally, I would have liked it to end slightly different. And you'll understand if you watch the credits, because you always have to watch the credits of a final episode, because random stuff always happens. If I were to give this anime a rating between 1 being terrible and 10 being this is the best thing since whatever, I'm gonna give it an 8, because it's entertaining, and it doesn't require thought, and it's just designed to be fun. And the good thing is that it follows through with that. The series is always fun, and it never really loses its mood. Well, okay, comedic effect aside, it keeps relatively the same mood throughout the entire series, and the music really helps with that. Oh my gosh. I love the OST on this soundtrack. Especially Final Bad Guys background music. I love I love her soundtrack so much. Oh, so good. It's so good. If you haven't heard the soundtrack, then give it a listen, especially Final Bad Guys music, because it's really good in my opinion. Or just watch the show and you'll get to listen to it anyways. So I would definitely advise you watch it. You'll know if it's for you after the first few episodes. But you should definitely at least try it before you make a decision. Because that's one of the problems. That's like the only problem when you have a show which is just fun and it doesn't require any thought to it, is the fact that you can't really tell if you're going to enjoy it or not until after you've started. That's the case with things like Dragon Ball Z, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Gurren Lagann. So you just watch the first, I don't know, 2-3 episodes before you make a decision. It's only an hour that you've lost off of your life. I think you can afford it for the potential entertainment that you will get. Other anime I would advise, similar to this, like I just said, Gurren Lagann. If you haven't seen that already, get on that, because you need to at least be familiar enough with it, even if you don't like it. Something else similar to Kill la Kill. I don't know. Yeah, definitely check out Gurren Lagann if you haven't done that already. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, Jana. Oh, and if you have anything that you want me to review, stick it in the comments below, and I'll get on that ASAP. Jana.